Hey, you little mathematicians. We're going to watch this quick video on just understanding percent, what it means, and how it compares to fractions and decimals. So the word percent, broken up into two parts. Per means out of, and cent means 100, right? Other words you can think of that use cent be like century, 100 years, centipede, 100 legs. 1 cent is 1/100th of a dollar. So, like ratios, percents compare two quantities. Percents compare one quantity to 100. Let me give you an example. Here's a drawing, and this entire box here is our 1 unit, our 1 box. How much of this box is shaded in? Well, we've carved it up into 100 little boxes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 100. And how many of them are shaded in? We've got 10 here, 10 here, and 9 here. So that's 29 out of 100. 29 out of 100, which is 29%. Now we'll look at a couple short problems. A fruit display of 50 apples, there's 50 apples total, has 43 that are green. What percent of the apples are green? Well, we can write this as a ratio to begin with. There are 43 apples that are green out of the total of 50 apples. Now, this is fine, but to get it as a percent, we need to have one number being compared to 100. Right now we have our number being compared to 50. So how can we come up with an equivalent ratio or rate or fraction that has 100 as one of the numbers? Well, if we multiply both of these by 2, the numerator and denominator, we will come up with an equivalent fraction. 46 times 2 is 86. 50 times 2 is 100. Now we have our number 86 being compared to 100. So what percent of the apples are green? 86%. Express 78% as a decimal. Alright, so 78%, that means 78 out of 100. We can write that as a fraction. 78 out of 100, that's what 78% means. One number, 78, being compared to 100. Now expressing that as a decimal. Well, this is 78 hundredths. 78 hundredths means we have 78 in our hundredths place, right? Ones place, tenths place, hundredths place. 78 hundredths. The last sort of problem I want to consider today is one like this. Express 24% as a fraction in simplest form. So of course, 24%, I'm comparing 24 to 100. Now I just want to begin simplifying this fraction. I notice that both these numbers are even, so I can divide by this equivalent form of 1, divide by 2 over 2, because 2 over 2 is 1, so dividing by 1 never changes our answer. I'll just get an equivalent fraction, and in this case I would have 12 over 50. Now let's take this 12 over 50. These are both even numbers again. I can continue to divide by an equivalent form of 1, 2 over 2. And this will give me 6/25. Now these two numbers do not share any common factors. This is my simplest answer. I'm just going to circle it, and that's that. So that was a lot we just discussed, the relationship between percent, fractions, and decimals. The main takeaway I want for you with this video is to understand the meaning of percent. When you read percent, I want you to read it as out of 100. If I was to tell you that about 51% of all the people in the United States are female, that would mean that out of every 100 people in the United States, we would on average find that 51 of them were female. That would leave the other 49 to be male, right? 51% means 51 out of 100. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in class.